Hey, hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you are going to see this video. Welcome to IQ Civil Science Academy, a great coach transforms life. So, today's topic is INS Vikrant. I hope you went through this news article in the newspaper in last week because the time I'm recording this video, this news is 2 days old. But this news is very important and very crucial for your prelims 2023 UPSC as well as state services examination. This topic will be covered by Dr. Sachin Kadam, that is me, a faculty at IQ Civil Science Academy Guwahati, about government projects by IQ Civil Science Academy. In case you are worried ki whether the quality of teaching in IQ Civil Science Academy is good or bad, whether it is a good academy or not, so this is the proof that we are one of the most acknowledged academies for civil services examination, particularly in Northeast India. Here you can see we are training meritorious students in collaboration with Assam Administrative Staff College since 2018, 19, 20 and 21. So you can rest assured about the quality of teaching at IQ Civil Science Academy Guwahati. This is the review, Google review given by the students to IQ Civil Science Academy. 4.9%, that is rare and unique for a civil services coaching institute, and it is awesome Google review. And this is our elite panel of faculties from Delhi that includes, you can see the best faculties in India teaching in Guwahati offline and online all over India. So that includes Sunil Jha sir, Sachin sir, Anuj sir, Alok sir, Yogesh sir, Rizwan sir, Vikram sir and Nitin Kumar sir. If you are planning to go ahead with the admission, so we are starting our new batch on 6th of September. We are starting our new batch on 13th of September, and we are also starting a new batch on 20 September 2022. All these batches are available offline at Guwahati only, and if you are planning to join online, you can join anywhere in India. So IQ Civil Science Academy is there offline as well as online. These are the numbers where you can contact and register yourself for admission. These are the three numbers. So let's start. Now why we are going to discuss about INS Vikrant. Remember guys, this INS Vikrant is one of the most important ships, or you will call this aircraft carrier, that is going to improve India's naval power unimaginably. That's why it is very important. There are so many news that come in newspaper that is from defense part, but INS Vikrant is very important because it has something very unique that is going to make India one of the most powerful navies in the world. So let's go ahead. The first thing that you need to remember about INS Vikrant is it is aircraft carrier. It means it is the ship that will travel on the water, but it can also help aircrafts, military aircrafts, to land on the ship as well as to take off from the ship. So this ship will act as a airport on the water for military aircrafts, and this is very important. Why it is very important? Because military aircrafts carry very less fuel. They cannot travel very long distances. Like if we want to attack China, Beijing and Shanghai, and if our aircraft takes off from India, and if it is traveling to Beijing and Shanghai, so it is not possible for that aircraft to reach Beijing and Shanghai without refueling and drop a bomb. So what comes to our help? A moving airport. A moving airport on the water. A moving airport on the in the international water, and that is INS Vikrant. So first thing, INS Vikrant is an aircraft carrier. Second and very crucial, INS Vikrant is indigenously developed. Remember, we already had aircraft carrier. The name of that aircraft carrier is INS Vikramaditya. So INS Vikrant is the second aircraft carrier of India. But what is unique about INS Vikrant? INS Vikramaditya was not indigenously developed. We bought INS Vikramaditya from Russia. and INS Vikrant is indigenously developed. This is unique about INS Vikrant. Why? Because इंडिया ने खुद विद इन इंडिया अपने आप से INS विक्रांत का कंस्ट्रक्शन किया है. तो न्यूज में ही जो हेडिंग है उसी में आपके दो पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट याद रखने हैं आपको. इंडियाज फर्स्ट इंडिजिनस aircraft carrier commissioned called INS Vikrant. Name Vikrant, the meaning of Vikrant is courageous. It is named after India's first aircraft carrier bought from the UK and commissioned in 1961. Now, this news or this information about the past is not important, but you should remember INS Vikrant ये पहली है क्या? तो नहीं. इसी नाम का एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर इंडिया के पास था which came in Indian Navy service in 1961, but that was not indigenously developed. We bought that from United Kingdom and commissioned it in 1961. तो उसी शिप का हमने नाम इसे दे दिया है. इसमें और उस शिप में क्या डिफरेंस है? ये 22 में कमीशन हुआ, वो 1961 में कमीशन हुआ. It is indigenously developed, that is bought from the UK. Vikrant is the largest naval ship to be designed and built in India. We are not saying it is the largest naval ship in the world. We are saying Vikrant is the largest naval ship designed and built in India. मतलब indigenously इससे बड़ा नेवी का शिप हमने इंडिया में नहीं बनाया था. So by developing an indigenous aircraft carrier, that is INS Vikrant, what unique India has achieved? So there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 countries in the world. There are only 6 countries in the world that have their own aircraft carrier which are equally capable to INS Vikrant. So when India commissions INS Vikrant, which is capable to those aircraft carriers that are available with USA, UK, France, रशिया, चाइना एंड इटली, तो इंडिया का स्टेचर बढ़ जाता है, मिलिट्री स्टेचर भी और पॉलिटिकल स्टेचर भी. तो नॉर्मली हम कहते हैं कि इंडिया हैज एंटर्ड इनटू एन इलाइट क्लब ऑफ 6 कंट्रीज. इंडिया हैज बिकम 7th कंट्री विच हैज देयर ओन एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर विच आर मोस्ट मॉडर्न. तो अब आपको यहाँ से इस पूरे पेज से प्रीलिम के लिए क्या याद रखना है? नंबर 1, INS Vikrant is indigenously developed. Number 2, INS Vikrant is aircraft carrier. Number 3, there are only 7 countries that have their aircraft carriers which are capable like INS Vikrant, and those 7 countries are P5 plus Italy and India. Even Germany के पास aircraft carrier नहीं है INS Vikrant के equivalent. Is that clear? So we are going to the next slide. Now, what are the technologies that are used in INS Vikrant? This is the most important technology that is available in INS Vikrant. It is modern technology, STOBAR. Now, this can be asked in your preliminary examination. Which of the following technology is available or used in INS Vikrant? The long form of STOBAR is short, S for short, T for tech, O for off, B for but, A for assisted and R for recovery. Short takeoff but assisted recovery. This is mainly used for the ships that allow aircrafts to land or take off in a short distance strip. इस एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर पे जो स्ट्रिप की डिस्टेंस है ना या लेंथ है एयर स्ट्रिप की, वो कम होती है. तो एयरक्राफ्ट शुड बी एबल टू land in a shorter duration and take off in a shorter duration. So that is short takeoff but assisted recovery. This is the technology used in INS Vikrant. Then material that we used in INS Vikrant, as we are saying it is indigenously developed, so 76% material in INS Vikrant is indigenous. Again, it is very important for your state services, not for UPSC, कि INS Vikrant is developed in, it is developed in Cochin Shipyard Limited, Kochi, that is Kerala. एंड अगर आपने न्यूज़ देखा होगा तो हाँ, आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर PM मोदी he went to Kerala only for inauguration or commissioning of this INS Vikrant. Then first indigenous warship was INS Ajay. It was developed in 1960. First indigenous frigate was INS Nilgiri, commissioned in 1968. Not at all important. तो इस पूरे स्लाइड से आपको याद रखना है स्टोबार इज अ टेक्नोलॉजी यूज्ड in aircraft carrier so that military aircraft can land and take off from a short distance or short length airstrip. INS Vikrant is manufactured by Cochin Shipyard Limited, Kochi, and the material 76% material used in INS Vikrant is indigenous. Let's go ahead. Now, what is the significance of INS Vikrant? Obviously, it is a blue water force, so it is going to increase India's naval capabilities. It will help in the Indian Navy's push to establish itself as a blue water force, one with the ability to project its power on distant seas. It will help in India's bid to be a net security provider in the Indian Ocean region. अब देखो इंडिया के पास कितने एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर है? दो है. द वन इज INS विक्रमादित्य which was commissioned in I think 2003 or 7, and second is INS Vikrant. These are the two aircraft carriers with India. And China के पास कितने एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर? तो yes, China has already inducted two vessels and maybe China is developing more vessels. It will bolster the maritime security of the nation. Now India has two operational aircraft carriers. One is INS Vikramaditya and another is INS Vikrant. Now this point is very crucial from this slide. How many aircraft carriers India has? So India has two aircraft carriers, INS Vikramaditya and INS Vikrant. Let's go ahead. Now a short information about INS Vikramaditya. The meaning of Vikramaditya is Vikram means brave and Aditya means sun. So it is like brave as a sun. It is a modified Q class aircraft carrier. Now जैसे ही नाम Q class आता है, for your information, Q is the name of the capital city of Ukraine, and Ukraine was part of USSR till 1990. यूक्रेन अलग कंट्री नहीं था अप टू 1990. इट वाज पार्ट ऑफ यूएसएसआर. तो सी INS विक्रमादित्य इज अ मॉडिफाइड क्यू क्लास एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर and the flagship of the Indian Navy, which entered into service in 2013. So remember, Vikramaditya entered into service in 2013 and Vikrant entered into service in 2022. Okay. Originally built as Baku, for your information again, Baku is the capital city of Azerbaijan, and Azerbaijan was part of USSR till 2000, till 1990. Now Azerbaijan is an independent country. Azerbaijan और Armenia न्यूज में भी थे, करंट अफेयर्स में भी थे. Originally built as Baku and commissioned in 1987. तो see, obviously, because this aircraft carrier was commissioned in 1987, कहाँ पे? USSR में. That's why Q class and name is Baku. The carrier served with the Soviet Navy and later with the Russian Navy as Admiral Gorshkov. Okay, before being decommissioned in 1996. So INS Baku was decommissioned in 1996, which is now known as INS Vikramaditya, and it is in India. Let's go ahead. The carrier was invested by India in 2004. तो इन्होंने decommission किया 1996 में. इंडिया ने उसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट करना स्टार्ट किया 2004 में, आफ्टर ईयर्स ऑफ निगोशिएशंस एट अ फाइनल आर्म्स सेल्स प्राइस ऑफ 2.35 बिलियन. तो 1996 के टाइम टेक्नोलॉजी जो थी, उस वक्त जो एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर था, वी बॉट दैट एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर इन 2004 एट 2.35 बिलियन डॉलर, and the transformed ship successfully completed her sea trial in 2013 and first Stobar aviation trials in 2013. तो INS बाकू स्टोरी आपको पूरे विक्रमादित्य की बताता हूँ. INS बाकू decommissioned in 1996, bought by India in 2004, transformed as INS Vikramaditya in 2013, and now Vikramaditya has Stobar technology. Even Vikrant has the same technology. Okay, so this is all about Vikramaditya. I hope you now have fair idea about Vikramaditya and Vikrant. She was commissioned on 16th of November 2013 at a ceremony in Russia. 14th of June 2014, PM of India Namo formally inducted INS Vikramaditya into the Indian Navy and dedicated her to the nation. अब देखो हाँ, whether it is INS Vikramaditya और विक्रांत, ये दोनों की दोनों डील कहाँ कब हुई थी? ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ कांग्रेस। बट सारा क्रेडिट अब कौन लेकर जाएगा? बीजेपी। ऐसा ही तो होता है ना, बाप स्वेट एंड ब्लड यूज करके फादर विल अर्न मनी, फादर विल क्रिएट assets, and son will enjoy on these assets provided son is not as successful as father. तो ये क्लेम करना कि बीजेपी इज डूइंग ऑल दिस थिंग, दैट इज रॉन्ग। इट इज डन बाय दी कांग्रेस, बस बीजेपी के टाइम में उसका इनॉग्रेशन हो रहा है। तो अदर एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर्स अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड, यू नीड नॉट टू रिमेंबर द नेम्स ऑफ द एयरक्राफ्ट्स, बट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर द कंट्रीज हु हैव द एयरक्राफ्ट। यूएसए, चाइना, यूके, रशिया, इटली, फ्रांस एंड नाउ इंडिया। अब आप बोलोगे सर इंडिया के पास तो 2013 से है, बट 2013 का जो विक्रमादित्य है ना, दैट वाज नॉट अ मॉडर्न शिप, विक्रांत इज अ मॉडर्न शिप। ओके, सो क्लियर, this is basic information about the INS Vikrant. Before I go ahead, I will tell you INS Vikrant is India's first indigenously developed aircraft carrier. 76% material is indigenous. It is manufactured at Cochin Shipyard Limited, Kochi, Kerala. And INS Vikrant uses Stobar technology. How many aircraft carriers India has? India has 2 aircraft carriers. First is INS Vikramaditya. It was commissioned in 2013. Second is INS Vikrant. It is commissioned in 2022. Then how many countries in the world have the similar aircraft carrier? तो इंडिया को छोड़कर there are total 6 countries that have the similar aircraft carrier. What are the names of those countries? USA, Russia, UK, France, China. That is P5 plus Italy and now India. Let's go ahead. Now what are the issues? Though 76% material of INS Vikrant is indigenous, still 24% material के लिए we are dependent on the import. तो first issue with INS Vikrant is import dependence. फ्लूइड वाले पार्ट में 90% इंडिजनाइजेशन, मूव वाले पार्ट में 60%, बट फ्लाइट जो स्टोबार टेक्नोलॉजी है ना, वी हैव ओनली 30% इंडिजनाइजेशन, एंड हियर we should increase the percentage of indigenization. Second, cost and time overruns. See, INS Vikrant was supposed to be inducted in 2017, but it was delayed by 5 years. और जब टाइम या ड्यूरेशन डिले होता है ना, तो कॉस्ट भी बढ़ जाती है. तो कॉस्ट एंड टाइम ओवररन्स. INS Vikramaditya was inducted into service more than 10 years after it was purchased. आपको पता है ना, INS Vikramaditya was INS Baku. It was decommissioned in 1996. India purchased in 2004 and 2013 में हमने इसे कमीशन किया. तो it took almost 10 years to commission INS Vikramaditya after buying. विक्रांत का भी वही केस है. 5 year लेट हुआ, डिले हुआ, तो कॉस्ट एंड टाइम ओवररन है, इम्पोर्ट डिपेंडेंस है. देन ओल्ड टेक्नोलॉजी, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट विक्रमादित्य, not Vikrant. Currently, the Navy employs 15 conventional submarines, each of which requires braking surfaces to charge its batteries. Not important. अगर आपको सबमरीन वाला टॉपिक समझना है तो आपको मेरे ऑफलाइन या ऑनलाइन पेड क्लासेस करने पड़ेंगे, क्योंकि उसी में मैं साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में डिटेल में पढ़ाता हूँ. Those students who attended my offline classes in Guwahati, they know everything about the submarines जो यहाँ दी है. Parliamentary Committee on Defense and other experts have cited the need for a third aircraft carrier, and that is Mazda. चाइना के पास 2 है, अब हमारे पास भी 2 हो गए, लेकिन चाइना may induct a third aircraft carrier soon, so India should be ready for that. Now, what are the government initiatives for indigenization or improving defense capabilities of India? तो पहली बात है डेवलपमेंट कम प्रोडक्शन पार्टनरशिप इनिशिएटिव. Okay, by DRDO, it ensures involvement of industries from the beginning of the development cycle and leads to a reduction in the time frame of the development to induction cycle. Then India has started a Defense India Startup Challenge. Then Shrijan portal, it monitors the status of progress of indigenization. Let's visit Shrijan portal. ऐसे पोर्टल वगैरह आते हैं ना, उनको इमीडिएटली विजिट करना चाहिए सो दैट यू विल रिमेंबर देम इन एग्जामिनेशन. वो एग्जाम में याद रह जाता है एक विजिट करने से भी कि सृजन पोर्टल वाज अबाउट व्हाट. सेल्फ रिलायंट इनिशिएटिव थ्रू ज्वाइंट एक्शन, दैट इज द लॉन्ग फॉर्म ऑफ सृजन. सेल्फ रिलायंट इनिशिएटिव थ्रू, देख लो आप, सेल्फ रिलायंट इनिशिएटिव थ्रू ज्वाइंट एक्शन, दैट इज सृजन. एक बार मैं आपको इनलार्ज करके शो करता हूँ. अभी मेरा रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक का इन्फेक्शन अच्छा खासा कम हो गया है, बट और थोड़े दिन लगेंगे वो लाइन पे आने के लिए. दिखा आपको लॉन्ग फॉर्म? आई होप यू गॉट इट. सेल्फ रिलायंट इनिशिएटिव थ्रू ज्वाइंट एक्शन, दैट इज सृजन. नाउ व्हाट दिस सृजन पोर्टल इज ऑल अबाउट, इसमें क्या क्या दिया है हम देख लेते हैं. परिकल्पना, सृजन के निरंतर प्रयासों से ग्रामीण भारत के योग्य परिवारों के जीवन में समग्र रूप से विकास होगा. विजन, सस्टेन्ड एफर्ट्स हेल्पिंग डिजर्विंग फैमिलीज इन रूरल इंडिया to achieve holistic development in their lives. So Srijan is not only about defense, it is about everything. Indigenization basically, okay? Yes. So Srijan portal, monitor the status of progress of indigenization. Then FDI limit, in case of defense sector, पहले इंडिया में डिफेंस में foreign direct investment was limited up to 49% only, now it is 74%. Then innovations for defense excellence, that is IDEX, and positive indigenization list under new defense procurement policy. So you need to remember these initiatives for your mains answer writing. What India is doing for indigenization in the field of defense. So it is must to write down about Srijan portal, about IDEX, about positive indigenization list. Now what is the meaning of positive indigenization list? तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने क्या किया है, दे पब्लिश्ड वन लिस्ट ऑफ डिफरेंट मटेरियल्स दैट विल बी यूज्ड इन डिफेंस, और वो मटेरियल आप बाहर से इंपोर्ट नहीं कर सकते. यू हैव टू मैन्युफैक्चर दीज मटेरियल्स विद इन इंडिया, तो उसे कहते हैं पॉजिटिव इंडिजिनाइजेशन लिस्ट. ओके, सो India should look to invest in long-term indigenization plan and making of a critical subsystem on its own. It should look to enhance underwater domain awareness by the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning, and include more private sector for design, production and maintenance. Okay, so यहाँ पे कह क्या रहे हैं कि India need to increase production of defense products within India, that is indigenization, and second, private sector participation should be more, as well as use of modern technology in IT like artificial intelligence and machine learning is also must. अब देखो INS विक्रांत की ये इमेज है. INS विक्रांत is a glowing symbol of an aspirational and self-reliant new India. It is an icon of pride, power and resolve of the nation. Long takeoff position, short takeoff position, arrestor wires, aircraft lift and landing runway. It is mainly developed for aircraft, इसलिए तो हम इसे क्या कह रहे हैं, aircraft carrier. स्टोबार सिस्टम आपको पता है, short take off but arrested recovery system for catapult assisted takeoff but arrested recovery. About INS Vikrant, number 1, India's first indigenous aircraft carrier. Number 2, Vikrant, it means courageous. Number 3, weightage is not important, fine. ये सब मैंने आपको अभी अभी बताया है. एंड दिस इज INS विक्रमादित्य, जो मेरी इमेज के पीछे छुप गई है. छुप गए तारे के सारे नजारे. आई होप अब आपको दिख रहा होगा INS विक्रमादित्य. सो दिस इज दिस इज ऑल अबाउट INS विक्रांत. अब डिफेंस में से UPSC has asked few questions in 2016. UPSC asked a question about INS Ashtradharini. I guarantee you in 2023 UPSC will ask a question on INS Vikrant. Please read this question and answer. INS Ashtradharini. Read it and answer. Which one of the following is the best description of INS Astradharini that was in the news recently? Yes, बताइए. INS Astradharini, it was in news, that's why they asked in 2016. Now INS Vikrant is in news, so obviously there is a 100% chance that UPSC will ask a question in 2013. So answer of this INS Astradharini is C. What is INS Astradharini? It is an indigenously, very important हाँ, particularly डिफेंस में यूपीएससी उन टॉपिक्स पे क्वेश्चन पूछती है जिन टॉपिक्स में जो प्रोडक्ट indigenously developed है. Indigenization is very important. Any product developed indigenously is very very crucial, and UPSC definitely asks question on that. INS Astradharini is an indigenously designed and built torpedo launch and recovery vessel built by Soft Shipyard for the Indian Navy. She was commissioned into Navy service on 6th of October 2015 at the naval base in Visakhapatnam. तो देखो 6 अक्टूबर 2015 में इट वाज इन न्यूज़, एंड यूपीएससी ने 2016 के प्रीलिम में पूछ लिया. अब क्या चल रहा है? आपका आज है 6 तारीख, तो 4 सितंबर के आसपास 22 में INS विक्रांत वाज कमीशन, तो ऑब्वियसली देर इज अ प्रोबेबिलिटी कि इट विल बी आस्क्ड इन 2023 प्रीलिम्स. मैं आपको एश्योरेंस देता हूँ, अगर आप मेरे ये क्लासेस रेगुलरली करंट अफेयर्स की करते रहे ना IQ सिविल्स पे, तो साइंस टेक और एनवायरमेंट इकोलॉजी का एक भी क्वेश्चन आपका गलत नहीं होगा, क्योंकि सारे क्वेश्चन यहीं से आएंगे. चलो आगे. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन ऑफ 2017 UPSC. Consider the following in respect of the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium or IONS. Inaugural IONS was held in India in 2015 under the chairmanship of the Indian Navy. IONS is a voluntary initiative that seeks to increase maritime cooperation among navies of the littoral states of the Indian Ocean region. Which of the statement is correct? तो इसका आंसर आता है आपका A1 only. Sorry. B2 only. Yes. Why? Because it is not 2015. It is, you can see in the explanation, 2008. The inaugural Indian Ocean Naval Symposium seminar was held by Indian Navy in 2018, but here they are saying 2015. That's why first is incorrect. Your answer is B2 only. So there are questions from defense part in UPSC prelims as well as in state services. So this news or this video is very very important for you guys. Okay, let's go ahead. Then if you are following me regularly on IQ Civil Science Academy, you already know about this Ghatiyana Dvivarna. It is a new species of crab found in Uttar Kannada district of Karnataka, and it is endemic to western Ghats of Karnataka in Ellapur, and it survives on moss and lichen. आप इस क्रैब को नहीं खा सकते, इट इज नॉट एडिबल, बट yes it survives on the moss and lichens. So this is the crab we are talking about, जो हमें कर्नाटका, उत्तर कर्नाटका वेस्टर्न घाट में मिला है, which is endemic to this region only, and you cannot find this type of crab anywhere in the world. Okay, ये हो गया घाटियाना द्विवर्णा. Then two locations in India were in the news. पहला था Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas has assured the National Human Rights Commission, that is NHRC, that it would not evict any exploration project affected people, that is Chakma and Deori communities. They are in Arunachal Pradesh. Now those guys who are from Arunachal Pradesh, You must be aware of these two communities, or maybe few of you may belong to these communities. I have one student in Guwahati, her name is Vandana Chakma, and she is a Chakma, right? So आप इस कम्युनिटी से होंगे। तो चैंगलैंग डिस्ट्रिक्ट जो है ना अरुणाचल प्रदेश का, वहाँ पे ONGC क्या कर रहा है? दे आर ड्रिलिंग एंड एक्सप्लोरिंग ऑयल एंड गैस, और इसकी वजह से ये दो कम्युनिटीज का जो है इनको माइग्रेट करने की ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है। तो मिनिस्ट्री ने कहा है कि वी विल नॉट इविक्ट दीज कम्युनिटीज अंटिल वी गिव देम एडिक्वेट कंपेंसेशन एंड राइट प्लेस टू लिव। तब तक हम इविक्ट नहीं करेंगे। तो इसी से लिंक करके देख लो, these are the different districts in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and this is the Changlang district. So in this Changlang district you can find Chakma and Deori communities, and they are affected by the oil and gas exploration project of ONGC. तो ये हो गया आपका किसका न्यूज़ आर्टिकल रिलेटेड। मैप रिलेटेड ये भी देखो, अरुणाचल प्रदेश इज बॉर्डर्ड बाय भूटान ऑन दिस साइड, by Tibet, that is China on this side, and by Myanmar on this side. So Arunachal Pradesh is a state in India that has border with three countries. तीन countries के साथ इनकी international border है अरुणाचल प्रदेश की। Isn't it cool? Remember this for your preliminary examination map based question. Then second map based topic is Bhitarkanika National Park. Number one, remember Bhitarkanika National Park is located in Odisha. So Bhitarkanika National Park had seen number of newborn saltwater crocodile. Remember Chambal National Park that is located in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. It has freshwater crocodile called Ghadial. And Bhitarkanika National Park in Odisha, it has saltwater crocodile and which are endangered. So Bhitarkanika National Park had seen number of newborn saltwater crocodiles which are endangered at record 3700 during current nesting period. मतलब न्यू बेबीज की बर्थ कितनी हुई है सॉल्ट वाटर क्रोकोडाइल की? 3700, एंड दे आर endangered. That is important. The park is the second largest mangrove forest after Sundarban. Very important. Which is the largest mangrove forest in India? Sundarban. Which is the second largest mangrove forest in India? Bhitarkanika in Odisha, and is lying in the estuarial region of Brahmani, Baitarni, Dharma and Patsala river. So remember, Brahmani river is in Odisha, Baitarni river is in Odisha, Dharma river is in Odisha, and Patsala river is also in Odisha. Okay, and this Bhitarkanika National Park is along these rivers only. This is Brahmani and Baitarna. तो थोड़ा हम मैप देख लेते हैं। This is Chilika Lake, this is Puri, this is Konark and this is Bhitarkanika National Park. तो अगर आपको कभी ये कहा जाता है कि अरेंज फॉलोइंग फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू साउथ, तो भितरकनिका नेशनल पार्क इज नॉर्दर्न मोस्ट, देन भुवनेश्वर, देन कोणार्क, देन पुरी एंड देन चिलिका। ओके, मैपिंग के लिए then these are the rivers we are talking about. This is river Brahmani, this is river Baitarni, and somewhere here you will find Bhitarkanika National Park about which we are talking. उसी के थोड़ा नीचे आओगे तो you can find महानदी डेल्टा। तो अगर इन तीन रिवर को आपको कहा जाए कि अरेंज दीज थ्री रिवर्स फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू साउथ, सो फर्स्ट बैतरनी, देन ब्रह्मानी एंड देन महानदी, और इसके नीचे आएगा गोदावरी। अब इसी से लिंक करके proposed national waterway 5 east coast canal integrated with Brahmani and Mahanadi delta river system. तो ईस्ट कोस्ट कैनाल गेवन खाली टू चारबाटिया, दिस इज गेवन खाली इन वेस्ट बंगाल टू चारबाटिया लेकर थलचर से लेकर तो कटक एंड पारादीप तक, ये है आपका फिफ्थ नेशनल वाटरवे। मताई रिवर 40 चारबाटिया टू धामरा, दिस इज धामरा, दिस इज चारबाटिया, यहाँ पे मताई रिवर मिलेगी आपको। देन ब्रह्मानी रिवर थलचर टू धामरा, थलचर टू धामरा ब्रह्मानी रिवर। देन महानदी डेल्टा मंगला गाड़ी टू पारादीप, ये रहा आपका पारादीप एंड मंगला गाड़ी, दिस इज महानदी डेल्टा। तो इन सब को मिलकर क्या बन रहा है आपका नेशनल वाटरवे 5. This is also important for your preliminary examination. Okay. So this is about the this news is about environment and ecology. Okay. Your Bhitarkanika National Park. This is also about environment and ecology, and this is INS Vikrant is about defense technology, that is science and technology. So that's it for the today guys. आज के लिए बस इतना ही काफ़ी. नेक्स्ट जो सेशन हमारा होगा that will be based on the nano urea. Okay, so be ready for that. उसे हम डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. अब मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. सी, we are starting at IQ Civil Science Academy. We are starting new batches on 6th September, 13th September, and 20th September. So, if you are planning to join offline, you need to visit our center in Guwahati, as well as you can directly call on this number and register yourself for the admission, offline admission. But for offline, you need to be in Guwahati. But if you are planning to take online admissions, so you can take online admission from anywhere in India. Just you need to call on these numbers and you will get your seat reserved at IQ Civil Science Academy Guwahati. Okay, so that's it from my side guys. If you want notes, you need to subscribe to this telegram channel. यहाँ पे आपको notes मिल जाएगी IQ Civil Science Academy की. So like this video, share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to call on this number for registration for offline as well as online sessions. Thank you very much guys. Bye bye. Take care. Sayonara. See you soon.